Okay, all right. Looks like we are actually live and working right now at this point. I wanted to go a little bit earlier than I thought I'd be able to because we had some issues last night with the stream. I don't know what was going on. I think I just needed a fresh new stream key and just different. I didn't really change any settings, but forever, whatever. For those who weren't here yesterday, it doesn't really matter. We're live and we're ready right now. So, what's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you guys are doing good. I know I am doing fantastic. Hope you guys are having a great morning or afternoon or evening wherever you are in the world. But yeah, we've got a little bit of a Nintendo indie world showcase today, which should be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to talking about that with you guys. Looking forward to that as well. So it should be, like I said, it should be really fun as we get kind of down to business with some more games. But, you know, don't expect Super Smash Brothers, the next Mario, Switch 2. Like, don't expect any of that, guys. Don't expect any of that. That's not going to be here for the stream. So yeah. But welcome. Good morning. Monado Mario, what is good? Welcome to the stream. Kirk Broadster, what is up, Kirk? Marshall, what is up, Chrono Rig? Calling it down. Switch to final announcement. Yes, final announcement. I think we need an initial announcement first, right? Before we get a final announcement. What's up, Elias? Sellout says Zelda sequel. Yeah, Zelda sequel. I am going to talk about some of the funny things that happened yesterday. I've been having an increasing amount of crazy racist Final Fantasy fans. So yeah. So it's been awesome. It has been awesome. So I've got to read this. Okay, I've got to read some tweets. We're gonna go over some funny things. We're gonna go over some funny stuff with you guys. So on Twitter, there's been a lot of brouhaha. There's been a lot of malarkey. There's been a lot of nonsense about the Game Awards, right? And about what's it called? About Starfield not getting in, or Final Fantasy 16, or whatever people want to talk about, right? And it's so funny because now you got a lot of like the crazy Xbox guys that are trying to reverse course. They're like, oh, well, I don't know why everyone thought that it was going to be Game of the Year. Like, I don't know why everyone thought that it was going to be that. I don't know why people hyped it up as Game of the Generation. I don't know why. You got all these figureheads, or you got all these content creators trying to act like they weren't literally the ones doing that. And it's so funny because Broken Games put up a tweet, and I find it hilarious. He says, and he quote, and this is stuff that I saw, right? And he put a quote just like saying like what people are saying, right? He says like, why were expectations for Starfield so high? And then he put up just a few tweets from like Colt, who's a big Xbox guy, and was like, Starfield truly deserves to be nominated for Game of the Year. Among an absolutely packed year of amazing games, 6 slots is not enough for 2023. And then he says again, 1 month until the biggest games of the generation, into the Starfield, Xbox exclusive, September 6th, 2023. One of the biggest games of the generation. Hashtag Starfield, the first true, all capital, next generation brand new IP from Bethesda Softworks Studios. 5 games in 1, Xbox exclusive. So yeah, I think that's part of the reason why. And all of those posts got like hundreds, if not thousands of likes. So that's the reason why people were, hyping up Starfield. Or that's the reason why people were like saying that Starfield's not made. Because like I've seen a lot of Xbox journalists or Xbox people say, why aren't people talking about other games that didn't make it to Game of the Year? Like, why aren't people talking about Final Fantasy as much? Or why aren't people talking about Hogwarts? It's like, well, dude, because you guys hyped up Starfield to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. That's the reason why. And it's the Bethesda's first new IP in like 3 decades or something. They won't give it to Zelda among Breath of the Wild 160 years ago prior to Breath of the Wild. But from yes, it's gonna go. Baldur's Gate's gonna win the Game of the Year. We just started. Geek the Sneak. You can always look at the if you look at the description, right? or right underneath the player, it'll tell you when I started streaming, right? So you can see exactly when we started streaming very easily just by looking right underneath, like I think like the title or so. It'll say started streaming this many minutes ago. So just a little tip for everybody out there. So we literally just started. We're good. What's up, Jeffrey Tucker? Welcome. What's up, Joseph S? What's up, Frank R? What's up, Jacob Dressback? Welcome. Shout outs, guys. Welcome to the stream. The most recent funny tweet, some Xbox fan trying to make a comparison of Wonder versus Starfield by cherry picking boring scenes from Wonder. He's getting cooked. Yeah, I cooked him in the comment section too because yeah, that's that Xbox weirdo curator or whatever his name is. So yeah, I've already ratioed him. Not that ratios matter, and I've been on the other end of a ratio, but yeah, this one was truly like a ratio. Shout outs to Jeffrey Tucker with the jow jow.
I'm betting you $10 that Tears of the Kingdom will win GOTY.
Okay, $10. So is that the okay? First of all, thank you for the JoJo boys. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Starting off the donos strong, guys. Let's get it going. All of our bonus and combos will be in effect even for this stream as well. So thank you so much, Mr. Jeffrey Tucker. Thank you for the big $10. And are you betting that $10, or are you just gonna bet a separate $10? So is that what's going on? If not, I can definitely if you win, I'll obviously give you back the 10 and then give you another 10. If you want, yeah, I'll definitely take that bet. I'll definitely take that bet. If you want to take that bet, so I'm down. I am down, Jeffrey. I will take it. Bet. You got it. That 10? All right. Okay, it looks like we're back. Okay, looks like we might be back. Dude, what the heck? I don't know what's going on, man. I have no idea why it just randomly disconnects and I legitimately don't know why it does that. Which is, like I said, I gotta stop talking about the Xbox guys, man. They're disconnecting me. Not sure what's going on. Anyway, we're back. I think we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully it doesn't do it too much like during the actual stream, but since we reconnected pretty quickly here, it seems like it's not gonna be a problem. Seems like I think it usually, if it does it like one time per stream. So we got it out of our way quickly. But thank you so much, Jeffrey. Thank you for the $10. You're now the Hokage and Stream Ninja, and yes, I'll take you up on that bet. 2 points towards the combo count. Actually, make that 3 points towards the combo count. Thank you so much, Michelle. With is that the pony? With the $1.49 in the pony. Thank you so much, Michelle. Appreciate that. No, Jeffrey's good. We back and better than ever. Because considering we didn't go anywhere. But yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna, maybe we should watch this thing. Maybe we should watch this clip of this crazy Xbox guy. I was like, cause let's just see like the hilarity that's ensuing on screen right now. So hold up, give me a second here, guys, and let's do this. Let's do something funny here. All right, hold up. Let me pause the music real quick. Let me pause the music. Let's get this going here. Let's see the comments. Like, see, some people are really angry about Super Mario Bros. Wonder getting a Game of the Year nomination. So let's go over to some of the crazy people on Twitter. So this is a good one. This is a good one. They want you to believe this. So it just shows a very basic clip of Mario. All right, is better than this. Bro, how did this dude make Starfield look worse? Don't watch the Game Awards. How did this dude make Starfield look worse than it is? Like, legitimately make Starfield look like a game from, like, I don't know, like the N64. Dude legitimately took, like, he made Starfield look worse. Like, this is if I was an Xbox fan, I would be, if I was like a hardcore Xbox fan, I would definitely be offended by this because he actually made He made it look worse. He made Starfield look worse than it actually is. I played Starfield, and there are like a million other things that he could have done to make like Starfield look better. So he's not helping his case here. So yeah, I definitely said you made Starfield look worse than it actually is. And yeah, 500 plus likes. People are definitely like, oh my god, yeah. His name is Xbox Curator. Dude couldn't even curate a decent clip of Starfield. See, like this is what these. Let me just say this right. This is what these people are. These crazy psychos don't even know how to play the games that they're complaining and whining about. Like I don't want to be an elitist, but this guy is a complete scrub. This is like that's like this. I'm trash at Starfield. You can look at my gameplay, but I'm not the one who's trying to tell you like trying to compare two games and use like good game or try to use like bad gameplay or good gameplay to make something look better. And this dude just literally clipped his own crusty gameplay footage, like his own trash gameplay footage of Starfield. That's absolutely hilarious. You've got even Xbox guys in the chat like telling him like hardcore Xbox guys saying like, dude, what are you doing here? Like what are you doing here? So it's funny. I saw the post. This man chose the most mid Starfield clip. Yeah, he chose the worst possible Starfield clip. Shout outs to Jeffrey Tucker. Thank you for the big 10. Shout outs to Michelle. Thank you for the $3. Appreciate that. Game of the year is with the entire experience, though. I mean, there's a lot of things I guess you can say game of the year or so yeah, man. So it is what it is, you know. What's up, Dragon Gamer lurking? Hey, shout outs, man. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate you. Thank you for the thanks for lurking. Okay, hold up here. We got the wrong thing. I gotta put this back over here. Sorry guys. Give me a second. Alright, there we go. Love Starfield, but getting pressed about this is sad. Happy the game made it and excited for to try it at some point, especially when Spider-Man 2 eventually goes to PC. Yeah. Snooze Fest, yeah. That was Starfield. Yeah, that was Starfield. He made it look terrible. Well, now you have RTU say he won't be watching TGAs because he thinks TGA sucks down. No, he's gonna watch the TGAs. That's insane. Here's the reason why everyone should watch. Like, if you're a content creator, missing the TGAs is a bad idea. Like, it's not a good idea. Because the TGAs are like the closest thing that we have to our own Oscars or Grammys or whatever. And even if you disagree with the picks, like I still think that you should cover it because a tremendous amount of work goes into it. You don't have to like everything. Now listen, I didn't like 2019. I didn't like a lot of stuff, but I still covered it. I still watched it. I just said my piece, but not watching it or not covering it because you didn't get what games you want in. That's like the epitome of entitled. Like, it's like, listen guys, not everybody like, literally, there's only been 1 year where I feel the game that I want to win Game of the Year wins Game of the Year. 1 year, 2017. Outside of that, it's never been like the game that I want to win Game of the Year, right? So I just find it funny that people will say, I boycott the TGAs. Man, they ain't boycotting nothing. You guys are all gonna sit down and watch it because there's game reveals and there's announcements and you know. So it's always funny when I hear people say, I don't want to watch it. I'm boycotting. Man, you ain't boycotting nothing, bro. You're going to be talking about it. You're going to be discussing it. You ain't boycotting nothing. He did a total disservice to Starfield. It's a great game, but I knew it wouldn't make it in the discussion. Yeah. Yeah, he needs the help with the clip, bro. Alan Wake 2 should genuinely win Game of the Year, but it's not going to win Game of the Year. Baldur's Gate is. I think the whole West Coast is having connection trouble, so it's probably the whole West Coast is having connection problems. So are anybody else here in the West Coast, like of like, let's just say like California, Oregon, Arizona, these type of states, Washington. Are you guys having trouble with internet? I love Starfield. Oh, I already read that. Let's hear it. Sub Gemology. What will win RPG of the Year? Baldur's Gate will win RPG of the Year. What's up, Will McG? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Voided? Welcome. I don't watch the Corporal Trash. I'll stick to Black Keely Awards. That's cool. I'm saying if you're a content creator, you should. If you're a small to mid to even big content creator, you should cover it. One of my biggest breakouts for this channel was actually covering the Game Awards. I think, but this was back then. You probably won't get that type of clout now, but back in, I think it was 2014 or 2015, I streamed the Game Awards. I, no joke, got 1,000 new subscribers that night when I streamed the Game Awards. Like it was, there was so many new like pop-up notifications for subscribers. Like it just, I had to turn it off because it was just constantly going. So And yes, I get it. It was back then. You probably won't get that now, but there's always like, you'll always find new, like if you want people to come to your channel, you want like new people, like there's people that are interested in it. So I mean, sometimes you got to do things that you don't want to do, but you do it for the fans. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to do that. There's times when I don't feel like doing something, but you do it anyway, right? Because it's for the good of your channel and it's good for the fans to see people to hear your opinion on whatever, even if you have a negative opinion of the Game Awards, you know. But yeah, if you're just like a regular, you know, user and maybe you don't really care too much, then yeah, you don't have to watch it. Like you can just wait for the announcements, or you can just be on Twitter and all the announcements will be happening on Twitter. So you can just do that, you know, like you can just, so yeah, I completely get that. Like none of my friends who are into video gaming watch the Game Awards. Like none of them watch the Game Awards. They all just wait and just look on Twitter or look on social media and somebody will announce it. So yeah, I 100% like agree with you on that. Trust me, there's been many years where I don't feel like watching it, but I have to because of my job. But yeah, if I was in your shoes flipping the switch, I would definitely skip it and just wait for like the announcements on Twitter or whatever social media. I think it means you. I think he. I mean he think last year was bad. So LOL. I think just don't like how Jeff Keighley handles the TGAs. I mean, I don't know how else people will handle it. Like, what else are you supposed to do? Like, listen, I don't blame Jeff Keighley 100%. I still blame him some of it, but I don't understand how it can be ran any better. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's ways that you can run it better, but I don't know how they'd be able to consistently have shows like without the stupidity of like the Game Awards. Like the Game Awards, there's going to be stupid stuff that happens every single year. That's just, there's too many people involved. You know what I'm saying? Really think Baldur's Gate 3 will beat Tears of the Kingdom for Game of the Year? Yes. Is Metroid an indie game or no? No, Metroid's not an indie game. Why would you think Metroid is an indie game, Elemental here? Who makes Metroid? Nintendo makes Metroid. That is a first party. You're joking, right? You've got to be joking. There's no way you think Metroid is an indie game. There's no way you think that. There's no way. You got to be joking. I'll watch it, but in the end, Game of the Year is very personal to each person. My Game of the Year this year isn't even on the list of nominees. What's your Game of the Year this year, Rena? OJ the hardest working man in these YouTube streets. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. What's up, Michael? Welcome. What's up, Voided? Welcome. What's up, Christopher? What's up, Jonas? What is good? What's up, Tango? Must be new to gaming. Elemental Hero is definitely not new to gaming. He's been around my stream and my channel for a while. He's definitely not new. Let's see. Nintendo's my favorite indie company. Yeah, Nintendo's my favorite indie company. Small Japanese indie craftsman Nintendo. Sorry, players. I honestly thought it was part of it. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Why would you think Metroid is an indie? I don't understand why you would think Metroid is an indie game. Like, it's made by Nintendo. You don't know Nintendo's not an indie company? Like, you don't know that Nintendo's not an indie company? You think Nintendo's an indie company or something? I'm sorry, Elemental. Those small indie developers over at Nintendo commissioning Metroid. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just sorry. They sure are taking their damn time with this small, tiny Metroid Prime 4 indie game. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. This man really went this whole time thinking that Metroid is an indie game. I'm not trying to make funny. I just think it's hilarious that people we're so skewed on the view of what an indie game is. People actually dead ass think that a Nintendo first party game is an indie game now. I swear, you're just hoping and praying that he's gonna see something from Nintendo or something big from Nintendo. It's like, hey, maybe Metroid's an indie game. Let's hear. Hey, what's up, Mr. J? Welcome. Hey, good to see you, bro. Nintendo, the $1 billion indie company. Stephen Garner says Hogwarts deserves some love, but I get the controversy around the game made people not want to touch it. I mean, I don't know if that's the case, but it is what it is, right? Rand just suppose the Oscars and Grammys boring for the most part and controversial. Yeah. I mean, you have indie devs, wait for it, help making Nintendo games, but not. Guys, the thing about it, though, is a developer working on a game that's an independent company doesn't mean the game is an indie game, right? So, for example, Platinum Games is an independent company with outside funding from like Tencent and certain other places, but they're still independent at the end of the day. But nobody calls Nier Automata an independent game. Nobody calls Astral Chain an independent game. Nobody calls, all these titles that are like, nobody calls Advance Wars an independent game. If a major big first party company is bankrolling your game for the most part, right? Not just publishing it, but bankrolling the game, like, then it's not an indie game. Now you can have independent companies work on games, but that doesn't mean it's an indie game. That doesn't mean unless the game was completely brought up in indie roots and then maybe a publisher steps in. So for example, let's talk about what's that one game? It's like the 100 Heroes game. It's like, yeah, they got a publisher, but that game was grassroots, indie game, independent company, all made, and then a publisher stepped in, right? But games like Astral Chain are games that are made by independent companies, or indie, like Way Forward and Nintendo Bankrolls, or Mercury Steam. Mercury Steam is an independent company, but yeah, they made the game, but they're working with Nintendo. They're getting bankrolled by Nintendo. That's not an indie game. It's not an indie franchise. Like that, Nintendo created that franchise. That's a big multi-million-dollar franchise, that has history and legacy. It's not an indie game like Hollow Knight made by like 3 people or something like that, So that's the difference between the two, That's because it's one guy working on MP4 for the last 7 years. That's how indies are. Yeah, exactly how indies are. I know you remember that long speech the voice actor gave. The voice actor of the year got for Kratos. Oh yeah, that was a super long speech with that perm that he had, that slick back. So yeah, man. Are you looking forward to Hades 2? Yes, I'm looking forward to Hades 2. Can we get Keely to pick Metroid for Indie Game of the Year? I'm hoping we can do that. This is that Metroid was ignored for so long before Metroid 2 remake. People think well, hold up, we got Metroid Dread though, so we're not in that. So I mean, that would make sense if we were closer to that time period. We got Metroid Dread, which was a big, huge, game and game of the year. But I see what you're saying, DJ Knight. It's okay. I honestly, truly thought it was, and I didn't know on it. I didn't honestly know. Okay, no problem, man. No problem. That's just wild that you didn't know. That you thought it was like. Did you think that Nintendo didn't make the game? Like, who did you think makes Metroid? Like, who did you think made the game? If you don't mind me asking, so I can see kind of know where you're coming from. OJ, 2D games are indie. 2D games are indie. So like Street Fighter, that's like a 2D game. Definitely indie. Mortal Kombat 1, indie game as well. 2D. They're all 2D. That is such an amazing game. I remember the reveal, you breaking your hand. Yeah, I did. I freaking tried to hit the thing and I almost broke my hand. I just dislocated. Slight dislocation of my pinky finger. Slight dislocation. I popped it right back in place. It was fine. So I thought Retro made the Metroid Prime games. Retro does make the Metroid Prime games. What about it? Who owns Retro Studios? Nintendo owns Retro Studios. And Metroid Dread, that's made by Mercury Steam. So they don't make every Metroid game. They just make the Metroid Prime games. Metroid Dread, I think Samus Returns, those were made by Mercury Steam, which is an independent company. I think like in, what are they in, like Italy or France or something, or like Spain? I think it's Spain. See, I didn't know Super Nintendo was an indie console. Yes, now we have indie consoles. Indie consoles now. I'm happy Pikmin 4 got a nomination. Hey, it had to be against Fire Emblem Engage though. Yeah, it's rough. Remember that Dread was made by Nintendo employees too? Yeah, whenever Nintendo does a collaboration with other companies, they have their employees on the case as well. It's not just the other team. Like there's Nintendo employees that are also working on the game as like liaisons. Nintendo also always tries to keep a tight leash on that type of stuff. I think it's Tanabe. Tanabe is like the Metroid guy. So whether they're working with Retro or they're working with Mercury Steam, Tanabe is the guy that, is kind of like the Japanese liaison between Nintendo and the third party company, or the independent company, or the company that's working on the game, or even if it's not third party, like first party with Retro, right? How come RGT wasn't nominated for Creator of the Year? I mean, it's rough, man. It's rough. It's tough to get nominated these days. Scott the Laws can't even get a nomination. I think TGA Player Choice Award might be Starfield versus Final Fantasy 16. I think so at this point. Yeah, I think so. I think one of those two will win. I think Final Fantasy 16 will win because of Yoshi P. Cultist. So I'm going to go with Final Fantasy 16 for Player's Choice. Speaking of, did you see they revealed Bandai Namco team works with Nintendo games? Yeah, I tweeted about it. Which, they just basically have an official name. That studio's been around for a long time, just like to work with Nintendo on Mario Kart ARMS, a variety of games. But now they just actually have their official name now. And because they know that with Switch 2, they're already gearing up for a bunch of stuff for Switch 2. So yeah, they've got to make it official now. B Sparks, what's up, man? Welcome. So yeah. Retro really needs to crank up game production. They've had such a bright future. Now they hardly make things. More of a assistant company. Really surprised Nintendo has kept them around. Well, they're making Metroid Prime 4 right now, so they're not really an assistant company because they've been 5 years now deep into Metroid Prime 4, so I wouldn't really go that far. It takes time to make the games, man. It takes time. Think there might be a dark horse in Alan Wake 2? No. 10,000 Noodles says, hope Flute Guy returns and does the Calerga theme. Yes, Flute Guy will return. He has to return because everyone is demanding Flute Guy to be there. So Flute Guy will return for sure. He will 100% return. But what's up, E-Sparks? Welcome. But yeah, Dawson, that was a pretty cool announcement, just to get an official name. But yeah, I mean, get excited because there's going to be a lot of good collaborations, and I think that's going to actually do more than what maybe we think it's going to do. I think there's going to be some other pretty crazy things to come out of that studio with Nintendo. So I'm looking forward to it. Can Toxic Avengers be shadow dropped today? Toxic Avengers? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's like their first party studio because they've only been doing Nintendo games. Yeah, it's pretty much like a first party studio, but like a liaison studio, right? Also, did you see how Cowboy fans was bragging about the win against the Giants? Cowboy fans brag about everything. Bro, they can lose and they'll brag. They're oh, did you know that we won a Super Bowl 30-something years ago? 30 years ago we won a Super Bowl? Whatever. 20-something years ago, whatever it was. You heard Namco? Yeah, I just talked about that, Ivan. I just talked about that. I literally just got done talking about it. So yeah, I heard. But mainly those are first party games that they're going to be helping working on. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some other stuff, but mainly first party games like Smash and maybe if there's another ARMS, the next Mario Kart, stuff like that. How come Bill Clinton didn't get a nomination? Because Bill Clinton, you know what I'm saying? He just didn't. The Bill Clinton kid messed everything up for Bill Clinton. Check on your local Bills fans. Yeah, they lost that game in the worst possible way. 12 men on the field. Nice. Yeah, same exact studio. They just revealed their name. And they got an official name. And I think they're going to make it a bit more known, so yeah. Their offensive coordinator just got fired. Damn. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they've been doing a great job this year offensively. Josh Allen's thrown way too many interceptions. So that's part Josh Allen because he's always throwing interceptions, and then that's part the scheme as well. So they need to figure something out there in Buffalo. Not over yet, though. Not over yet. So that whole division's kind of, flaky. So Wonder being nominated for multiplayer have a chance? It does have a chance. It does have a chance. Have you heard of Indie Mania? It's an online E3-like event for indies summer next year. I did not hear about that. So I can go back and see a reaction when they announced all six of your predictions. I think you can, but I have it on private because I was getting rid of a copyright claim. I will remove that copyright, or I think I have to do one more one more thing to it. Yeah, I just got to do one more thing, and I think I can. Yeah, so I just have to remove the mute one of the songs. All right, so I just got to mute the song. So yeah, once I finish muting the song, it's editing, and then I'll be able to. Everyone will be able to watch it once I do that. So I'll put it on unlisted too. So yeah, you'll be able to watch it there. Give me just 1 second. So if you want to watch my reaction to it, it's right here. So you can watch that. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, there we go. Yo, Chuck D with the Toy Blaster. Let's go.
Early morning stream hype.
Yes, sir.
Shiva's theme SMTV, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to shake your hand.
Yo, and Pro.
Baldur's Gate 3 is technically an indie despite its cost.
True.
Larian self-published.
True. Baldur's Gate 3 is technically an indie despite its self-cost. Although I will say that I think that their Larian is funded by Tencent or has funding by Tencent for some things. But yeah, I said that before. I said that on the Spawncast. Like technically, I guess Larian's saying they're an indie game, even though they didn't get put in the indie game of the year category. And then Dave the Diver or whatever, that's not an indie game, and that got put in. So it's interesting times for sure. All right, let's get the thank you so much to Mr. Chuck D with the Toby Blaster. Let's go. You're now the new Hokage and Stream Ninja. Anybody does more than $15, you can beat out my man Chuck D. And then Mr. Pro with the $3 as well coming in. Oh my God, never mind. And then Nin with the Uroboros.
Here's a monetary sacrifice that hopefully Indie Direct has a truly awesome game that I want and maybe a surprise drop.
That's how you know that you're not going to get what you want. Let me just say that right now. That is 4-5 on the combo count, guys. We are all the way up to 8 after some multiple blasts. You know, Chuck, I was going to have you as the Stream Ninja Stream Hokage, and then freaking Nin came out of nowhere with the $20. Thank you so much for the back-to-back donos, guys. It helps keep these streams running and me not worrying about making freaking news videos every single day. And I can work on the quality vids for you guys. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, I mean it. It means the world to me that we can stream and do well and keep the hype going and all that good stuff. So shout outs to my man Nin 128. I appreciate that, my boy, with the $20. Once again, Hokage Stream Ninja. My man Chuck D. Let's go. You want some Public Enemy? No, I'm joking. Shiva theme. Not Zin. What the hell am I talking about? SMT. No, not SMT. Yeah, SMT 5. Shiva theme. SMT 5. So Shiva theme. SMT 5. All right, let's go. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that. Public Enemy. How long to the indie world? It's at the top of the hour. Didn't know we had an indie showcase today. What's on the menu? We don't know what's on the menu. It's just the indie world showcase, so we don't know. They don't ever tell us what games are going to be there. We just have to wait and watch it. Then we'll see what games are going to be there. I think it would have just been unfair to all the other indie games if they put Baldur's Gate in there. Yeah, it would have definitely won. Dave the Diver is a great game, very similar to Moonlighter in certain general mechanics. Yeah. Just to see the rage of the gaming community, I'm hoping a win for Alan Wake 2. I don't think the gaming community would be that upset, to be honest. I mean, obviously, some people would be upset, but I think they'd be like, wow, what a shocker. But no, Baldur's Gate 3 is going to win. Baldur's Gate 3 is going to win. It will. Let's see here. I got a copyright come on the Game Awards nominations. Had to make a fix. Oh, did you? I didn't. I stuff that I played, so I didn't get one. So yeah. If I think it self-publishing makes you an indie, then Resident Evil 4 is an indie. No, that's not how it works, Ivan. Deadass, some of y'all legitimately don't know what an indie company is. Resident Evil 4, Capcom They're a publisher. They're a major publisher. So the development studio is owned, right? The people that make Resident Evil, it's owned by Capcom. Capcom is not an independent company. They are public. They have shareholders. They're not an indie company. So what are you talking about?
Silk Song Copium Hopium.
Some of y'all just say anything, bro. We got Metroid, an indie game. No offense, Elemental Hero, but I gotta bring it up. We got Resident Evil. Oh, well, that means Resident Evil 4 is an indie game since they self-publish. All right, yo, shout outs to J2 Boo with the $5. Yes, Silk Song Copium. John B says member for 69 months. Very nice. And he says, come on, Cat Quest 3. Also 69 months. Beavis laughing. Thank you so much, John V. Thank you for that. And thank you for J2 Blue. We have hit our first combo breaker. Let's go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, guys. Let's get the 10 on the combo count. Full list of rewards and everything for combos in the description. Helps out the channel. Thank you guys for the support. Appreciate that. Oh my gosh, it's all good though. Jeffrey Tucker, let's go. Welcome to the Jonin Tier Squad. Hey, with that shutting gone, welcome back, Piri boys. Yo, let's go, Jeffrey. Thank you for the support, bro. We up to 11 on the combo count. I'm hoping for something to catch my eye today. Maybe the chocolatier game. I don't know what that is. From Stardew Creator Tees, that would be hype. Yeah, that'd be good. Chances are we're gonna get like a bunch of cat games and stuff that RGT is gonna rage against. That's what we're probably going to get. That's what we're probably going to get. You know, probably going to get that, but we'll see. We'll see exactly how if it works or not. You know. Yeah, the Shiva's theme, man. Raise your hand in the chat if you got your butt handed to you multiple times. I know I did. Oh my god. SMT5 is so godlike. So godlike. And also, guys, thank you so much for watching my most recent video. Definitely getting up there towards 10K. And I know that it's going to be a long-term hitter. So thank you guys so much. We did 30 big must-buy Nintendo Switch Classic JRPGs. So if you haven't seen that video, put it in your watch later list so you can check it out. It's a bit long, but it's good. And I will have a buy now before rare video. I'm gonna work on that today. So we're gonna get that done today. Buy now before rare, then also games on sale. There's quite a number of good games on sale on Amazon and like controller deals. So I kind of want to turn buy now before rare into like deals and different games. You know, I still have yet to beat SMT5. Always get stuck. Stuff's hard. Yeah, SMT5 is pretty hard. I do recommend if you're not good at like JRPGs, I do recommend playing the game on easy and on safety mode just to get through it, because the game is actually really difficult. Because the problem is that you get mixed up, right? Like people play games of today and normal mode is really easy mode and the hard mode is usually normal mode. And a lot of people were like, okay, well, I'll just play it on, you know, I'll just play it on normal, you know, and they end up getting mixed up because, or sorry, they'll play it, sorry, my bad. They'll play a game like SMT5 on normal and they're like, oh, wait a minute, hold up here. You know, like this game's actually really hard because they're so used to so many RPGs being really easy on the normal difficulty. Then you play SMT5 on hard or normal and it completely throws you for a loop. On top of that, there's no autosave in the game. Like that also just makes it harder. Like if there's no autosave in an RPG, it just makes things harder because if you die, then you might have not saved for a while, right? You might have lost, like I've lost hours of progress in that game. So yeah, just like you just got to be careful with certain games. Like SMT5 is a really like hard game. It's not easy. See, good morning, OJ. I'm actually streaming. Hey, shout outs. Welcome, Bad Scent. How you doing today? MK1 was snubbed for the best multiplayer, but I voted 2 noms for MK1. So relax, MK1 fans. All right, there you go. I lost like 10 hours and threw my control. Okay, that's just your fault though. If you lost 10 hours, that's just your fault because you should have definitely found a save spot within that time. But no, I would definitely throw my controller if I lost 10 hours. But at the same time, like, I think that like SMT5, like, they need to realize that, like, honestly, like, that's a bad thing to do, not have autosave, because if, let's just say the game wasn't on Switch, let's just say the game was on Xbox and PlayStation, what if your power cut out and the game just turned off? Now, if you're on Xbox, smart delivery might save you if you actually had it enabled. If you don't have it enabled, you're screwed. So I don't think it's a good idea in today's day to make games with no autosave, because you have to, one, make sure that your game is perfect. You can have no crashes, no glitches, no anything. Like, you better make sure that that game never crashes. It better have like a 0%, like, crash rate. It should never crash, right? Never glitch, never crash, because then that could just screw somebody over. But I think that in today's day, you should have it to where there's like autosave. Like, what if somebody's system switch dies, while they're playing it? Like, there's just fundamental reasons why. It has nothing to do with difficulty. There's just fundamental life reasons why there should be autosave in pretty much every single game, So I think that was a mistake, but it does make the game harder. Let's see, I've ingrained into save RPGs, so I don't even notice autosave except for multiple part boss battles. I mean, if they do save during the boss battle. But yeah, I mean, I usually use the saves as well, but I mean, I just think that it's a good idea for developers to implement, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know, like, if your Switch dies, and like, what if you're not near a save point, Like, if you just put in an autosave system, you don't have to worry about those things as much, at least, right? I thought they said SMT5 was supposed to be coming to PC or something. Wasn't on the NVIDIA leak. It is on the NVIDIA leak, but what I'm saying is that, like, if you're developing your game and eventually it's going to go to other platforms, not having an autosave is going to be a problem. They designed the game specifically for the Nintendo Switch. If there's a PC version of the game, it definitely was not developed in tandem with the Switch, and it was not developed like anytime around the Switch, or it'd be out by now. Like, they would have definitely released it by now, because we're going on 2+ years of the game not showing up. And usually if there's like a PC version, if it's like a Switch game, like Triangle Strategy, there's usually a PC version within at least 2 years, right? So the fact that they don't have one yet shows that they're either, one, waiting for whatever reason, maybe, or two, it was developed way after the Switch version, which I'm thinking it's that. It's like they had the plans for a PC version, like, in the working, but I don't know if it was ever actually in development, So the most I lost was about an hour, because I walked into a story boss and I already gotten Agami's warning about powerful demons. Oh, nice. Or not nice in this case. Oh yeah, the backup, yeah, the ups backup. Let's see, speaking of crashes, my Spider-Man 2 crashed so many times during story cutscenes. I've been hearing so many crazy things about Spider-Man. That's the reason why I didn't buy the game. Like, I didn't buy the game. Well, no, that's not, but it's one of the reasons why. Because people are talking about, there's no new game plus, that they're having crashes. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. Like, I'm playing Mario Wonder anyway, and I can just wait till, like, they patch the game up and it's like so much better around Christmas time. And I might get a discount on it too, so I'll just wait before I get it. So yeah, those enemies will keep hitting your weakness, so your MC dies. That's true. The AI in the game is actually really good. Like, I counted, like, maybe on one hand the amount of times the AI made, like, a bad decision. Like, usually they make pretty good decisions, but on the hard difficulty, like, they would literally just go after Nahobino, like, every single time. They would just, like, literally just try to body Nahobino every time. Or if I have, like, a healer, they'll just, like, take out the healer. Like, they'll just do, like, these crazy, I'm like, dude, I feel like there's, like, another person actually playing the game, and it's like a competitive game. Because usually, like, a lot of times, like, with RPGs, like, sometimes the CPU will make really stupid decisions, even on hard difficulty, but they'll hit you really hard regardless. SMT5, it seemed like they were intentionally trying to kill Nahobino every single time, and I'm like, come on. Because remember, like, in SMT5, if Nahobino dies, even if you have other party members alive, game over. So that just, once again, just makes the game even harder. Like, no autosave. This game's nuts. No autosave. And if Nahobino dies, then it's game over. even if you have a full crew of demons available to fight. So that's just, oh god. But although there are safeguards, right? There's a safety mode in the game that'll make it to where you'll go back to your last save point or something like that, or it's not a game over, or you'll start right before the. So I think that there are things that they do to help with that. And then there's also an item that you have in your inventory that you can have that, like, if you die, like, Nahobito can be, like, resurrected, almost like a focus band in Pokemon. So they do have a focus band item as well. So, I mean, there are ways to get around that. So, reasons why I really buy day one, just wait for the bug fixes and sales. Yeah, Wilbur, I feel you on that one, brother. Feel you on that one. See, SMT5, you either fight for your life or win or cough up some money. Yeah. Oh yeah, man, it's fun. It's a fun time though. That was like one of the best RPGs that I played. That's why in like my top 10, my top 25 best JRPGs, like it was rated really high. Nahobito dying when you have the boss near death be pain inducing. Oh yeah, I had some. Oh my god, who'd I have? Like I think I had Shiva, or I forgot who it was. It was the God, I don't remember exactly which one, but I had a boss literally. It wasn't Shiva, or was it? No, I forgot which one. I'd have to go through and like look at the names. But I had one literally done, like literally done, and yeah, cooked. Freaking hit me with the almighty Tenso. Literally hit Nahobito with almighty push. I died, dude. Weak, because whatever I had on Nahobito at the time, I was weak to wind or whatever. And I got hit with the freaking almighty push. Weakness, hit me again. Weakness, hit me again. Killed me. I'm like, dude, come on. Like, I was bodying this dude. I was doing a good job of protecting Nahobito with this weakness. All of a sudden, dude cooked one of my healers, cooked a healer, cooked another one of my demons. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good. I put somebody else in, healed Nahobito. Dude, out of nowhere, decided to do a wind attack. Almighty Tenso, cooked Nahobito once, got another attack, cooked him again. I'm like, bro, you've got, and like literally, I'd been fighting that boss for like a freaking hour or something like that. I was like, this game sucks. Oh, this game is trash. That's what I told myself, dude. Kind of have to die to bosses SMT5 so you can learn their attacks and patterns. It's pretty much, you just die to them or you get cooked and then you just change up your demons, and then it's like trial and error for the most part. Like for all the like the hardest bosses in the game, like some of like the story bosses, like the regular story bosses, you can beat them for the most part. I mean, you still might get cooked, but it's not as bad as like the optional boss. Some of the optional bosses in the game are just ridiculous, which the game has quite a number of. Like, you don't even have to fight these bosses at all. Like, you can just skip them, but then you can't get like the super secret ending or whatever thingy. Nowadays, every game, especially hard JRPG, should have autosaves. Yeah, I agree. Hey, what's up, Mr. Pereira? Welcome. Was you looking good, my man? Clown thumbnail. Yeah, we got to get the clown thumbnail ready to go. I bought SMT4 collection edition for the 3DS, but never played it. I have to at least try it out before I buy SMT5. I mean, man? You wait. How long you waiting, bro? It's been a while. SMT4 came out a decade ago. I hope they do an SMT4 remake. I think that'd be really cool if they did like an SMT4 remake for Switch 2. What I did with the protagonist of SMT5, the only I think only physical attacks can outright hurt him, but Yoshi was my hero for amongst my demons. Yes, he's really good because his critical attacks. Yeah, physical is usually good to have because most bosses and stuff won't hit you with the physical attacks like that, so it's good to have as a weakness. It was just like at that moment what I had was like I had like a hella resistances and like one weakness, and that was like the win. Any idea when my RPG reviews will be up? Yeah, they should be up tomorrow for my RPG. If we go off of past history, should be tomorrow, usually a day 2 days before. Good stuff. I would love SMT4 on my Switch. They need to move a lot of their move the games off the DS. My DS still works, but touchscreen is going bad. Yeah, they need to. There's a lot of games like Radiant Historia. There's so many DS and 3DS games that are just stuck and dead or gone forever, right? And like in an infinite vortex because, you know, the 3DS shutting down. So yeah, like I doubt they're going to do the work to get all those over, but we'll see. They got the Etrian Odyssey games over. Did the show air yet? No, it's airing in about 13 minutes. Yeah, 13 minutes. Top of the hour. Got a Metacritic prediction for Mario RPG. Probably like mid-80s. What's good RPG to start with if I want to go into a game completely blind? I played Xenoblade already. Curious to know completely blind? I mean, there's a lot of RPGs. Check out my top 25 RPGs video, JRPGs, and there's like a million JRPGs that you can check out on the Switch, or just like my top RPG videos, and pick out one that you think looks good. I mean, I can tell you Trails from Zero. I can tell you, you know, SMT. I can tell you lots of different games at the end of the day. Dragon Quest, somebody's saying but you have to really look and see what you want. So I mean, anybody can tell you anything, but you need to actually see the games. So check out my my RPG videos. I have my top 25 best RPG third-party RPGs. You can check out that video, or you can check out my my top 25 best JRPGs video as well. If you're looking for like some like old school stuff that I really like, and if you have multiple platforms, check out my 10 must-play JRPGs that are 10 out of 10. So all that stuff is like, if you want to look at like the best games to play, or you know, if you're interested in like, I want to get into a JRPG and just go into it based off the game, like the videos there, like I spend a ridiculous amount of time making videos so you guys can like have a variety of different games like to go into. So check out the vids on the channel, and you'll see you can pick out something that you might want to try, you know. Like here, I'll link this one. Actually, no, that's not a good link. There you go. Those are my top 25 best Nintendo Switch JRPGs. So you can see if you can find something from that list. Until my DS Lite died, so I can't play them at the moment. Thankful they at least ported Etrian Odyssey over Pure Gold, but they should have ported everything over. Yeah, I mean, I think it's easier said than done, to be honest, man. 3DS games and DS games, those games are crusty. They're not easy to port. Let's see. You have Final Fantasy 9 as a 10 out of 10. If not, can't respect it. Well, have you watched? Go watch the video. Go watch the vid. Go watch the vid and see where I put things. See what games I put there. Are you interested in the new Goblin Slayer game? Another Adventure Nightmare Feast? Not really, Black Boo. Not really. Let's see here. Says, hi, Max. Respect you always. React live stream you missed Saturday night on Spawncast. Yeah, missed Saturday night on the Spawncast. I did. Andrea says, I left my clown wig at home, damn it. Yeah, we got to get the clown wigs out, guys. You know, got to get the clown wigs out. Because, you know, it's time for Silk Song, right? It's time for Silk Song. It's time for the almighty Tenso Silk Song. I just want the Castlevania DS games ported. I think those games are coming, Ivan. So I think those ones are going to come. Eventually. One of these days. They're coming. So yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Omar, hey, what's up, Omar? Welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing today, sir? How are you doing today, man? Never give up. Silk Song and Prime 4 are not myths. Never give up. Yeah, I know, seriously. We never get, what was it, like Sports Story? We were waiting for that game forever. There's been certain games that we've just been waiting for forever. Obviously, like SMT 5 was a game that we had to wait forever for. Tears of the Kingdom we had to wait forever for. So you never know, man. Shout outs, man. I'm glad that you're doing good, dude. Do you think Microsoft is going to purchase Silk Song developers? No, they're not going to purchase Team Cherry. There's no need to purchase them. There's no point. You see, Sports Story is disappointing for me. Golf Story is so much better. That's what I heard some people say. That Sports Story wasn't as good for them. I played it. And I played Golf Story. I played Golf Story more, though, so maybe it was. But whatever. We waited forever for it. So it is what it is. Let's see here. Hey, OJ, is Chrono Trigger on PC a good version of the game? It's a good version of the game now. When it first launched, it was pretty bad. But now at this point, it's good. It's solid. It's got some nice updates to it. It's going to be a good time. I hope so. What's your favorite indie game of all time? Metroid. Metroid. My favorite indie game of all time. Gamer Goon says, yo, OJ, what's good? Just got here. Guessing the indie show hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. At the top of the hour. We'll be like 8 minutes. We'll be covering it. We'll be covering it in like 8 minutes. It should start up. Let's see here. That's still DS Chrono. Yeah, but the DS version of Chrono Trigger is only on the DS. So he was asking me about the PC version, but yeah, the best version is the DS version, but the PC version has all the content from the DS version. Like it has like the monster battling and all that type of stuff. So it has all the content from the DS version. Is Sea of Stars any good? Yeah, Sea of Stars is really good. Check out my video on it on the channel. I did a review. Resident Evil 4 is my favorite indie. Yeah, Resident Evil 4. Self-publishing. Capcom self-publishing Resident Evil 4. The studio that does favorite indie game. Oh, about to see Plucky Squire release date today. I think they said it's going to be 2024, so we'll see. Random question, but have you watched The Wire? Nah, I haven't watched it. I hope at least we get Chrono Trigger on the NSO. Chrono Trigger on the NSO for Switch. Been waiting to play that game forever. I don't think it's coming at this point. Like, just like we didn't get Super Mario RPG, I'm guessing that they're remaking the game. I'm guessing Chrono Trigger is getting like a remake. That's the reason why we haven't got it yet. Just can't wait for RGT to can't wait for RGT. How the indie showcase had too many indies. Why didn't it have like Shredder's Revenge and like, you know, and like Panzer Dragoon and stuff like that. Oh man, I'm looking forward to Hades 2 a lot, man. That new female main character looks dope. Why do you think Sea of Stars got a nom over Octopath 2 for RPG category? Sea of Stars is rated higher, so I think that's why it got the nod. And it's not as obtuse. Octopath Traveler is a bit more obtuse than Sea of Stars. So Sea of Stars is simpler, easier to play than Octopath, so I think that's part of the reason why. I think for the next Octopath game, they need to change the structure completely if they want to review higher, because I think there's something with the structure of the game that makes reviewers make it, you know, lower reviewed. But just HD 2D games in general don't review as high. Just like HD, like the best reviewed one, like even Triangle Strategy. Triangle Strategy is freaking incredible. That's like I think it's like a low 80s rated game. So just HD 2D in general doesn't review as high. See, Chained Echo should have got a nod. I honestly enjoyed it much more than Sea of Stars, but I realize it's just my opinion. Sea of Stars came out last year, and the people at the Game Awards, they completely forgot about Chained Echoes. Like, that was not... Like, Chained Echoes, to me, is the best out of that lot, right? Like, it's really good. Or at least, I mean, I like Octopath Traveler 2 a lot. I think there's some things that I like about each game, you know? Like, I don't know, you know, in terms of, like... There's all things about each game that I like a lot. But, like, for me, Sea of Stars is really good. Chained Echoes is really good. Octopath Traveler 2 is really good, you know? It's unfortunate that Octopath 2 and Chained Echoes didn't get any nods, but hey, it is what it is. At least Sea of Stars got a couple of them. What's up, Mr. Khan? Welcome. How are you doing today, sir? Octopath 3 should utilize the Star Ocean battle system. I don't think so. I don't think it needs to turn itself into Star Ocean. Then it becomes not Octopath. So I disagree with that heavily. Like, I don't think... Then we're just going to have a clone of Star Ocean. We already got Star Ocean. We got Star Ocean 1 and Star Ocean 2. Why turn Octopath 3 into an action RPG when its battle system is really good? The battle system is not the reason why they're saying that, oh, it's not reviewing as high. That's not the reason why. Octopath's battle system is freaking incredible. The latent powers, the Brave and default system that they have in there, like, that stuff's incredible. So no, I highly disagree with that. Turning it into the same thing as something else. Absolutely not. That's a bad idea. That's not a good... You're going to alienate your base of people that love Octopath. And Octopath sells well. Like, the first game sold 3 million plus. The second game's already sold 1 million plus. Now's not the time to alienate your fan base with Octopath. Isn't what make an indie game being small team of developers? No. Nintendo can have a small team of developers and make a game, and it's not an indie game. Or like Square Enix can have a small game made by a small team of developers, and that's not an indie game either. I mean, hell, Nintendo's had lots of lots of games that have made by small teams, you know, and it's not an indie game. Indie game means independent, guys. Independent company, independent. Usually a small team, but can also be a big team. But usually it's a small team, you know. That's independent. That's not owned by anybody else, and they usually self-publish the title themselves. They don't have financial backing from a major company to publish the game. So yeah. The dealings of people really don't know what a, like indie company is, like, or what indie games are. They just think that if it's pixelated, it's indie, or if it's a small game, it's indie. I don't know how to say that name. Firmbomb? Yo, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate that. Let's see, if Dave the Diver is indie, then why aren't all games indie? Yeah, Dave the Diver is not indie, but yeah, I see it's a joke. Indie World is not my big event. I was hoping for. We'll see. It can see if it could. If I were you, I wouldn't watch it. Stylo Milo, I would not watch it, because like if you come in already saying it's not my event, then it's not your event. You know, it's not your event. Then what's up, Juice Man Vaughn? Welcome to the stream. Baldur's Gate 3 is indie, but there's some asterisks by Baldur's Gate 3. But yes, it's technically an indie game. Pushmo. Yeah, it's Pushmo. I mean, you have games that are made in the indie spirit, right? Games made in the indie spirit, but not necessarily an indie game. Dave the Diver was nominated for indie game because the people who are picking they didn't know that it wasn't an indie game based off of like the look of the game. They just assumed that it was an indie game without researching, you know, who funded the game, who made and funded the game. They just saw it, oh wow, this is a great game, and just assumed that it's an indie game, you know? They just assumed that it was an indie game. That's what happened with Dave the Diver. You know. So that's what happened with that game. So yeah, that was it. What's up, Vontae? Welcome to the stream. What is up? Welcome. Let's see. Loki, we all thought David Diver was an indie game. We can't cat now. I didn't think anything. I didn't say it or think anything about the game. Oh, snap. Frank with the dodo? I'm once again putting on the clown mask for Silk Song. Good being back on the day streams.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Indie World. I'm Amber.
And I'm Andrew.
We've got another packed showcase full of indie games headed to the Nintendo Switch system.
Shoutouts, Frank.
So, without further ado, let's get into it.
I'll replay the notification after the stream. Oh, snap, Shantae. Shantae's back, baby. Hey, let's go. I'm definitely playing this. Oh, I got some background, foreground stuff? Transform. Got some Donkey Kong. 4-player battle mode. Shantae Advance. Risky Revolution.
Hi, I'm Matt Bozon, Creative Director at WayForward.
Bozon.
And I'm Aaron Bozon, the creator of Shantae.
In 2001, we started development of a Shantae sequel for Game Boy Advance. It was never completed, but we'd always hoped that someday we could go back and finish it.
Now, more than 20 years later, we brought the original development team back together to complete the lost Shantae game.
Shantae Advance Risky Revolution is coming to Nintendo Switch, and we cannot wait for you to play it.
Day one cop.
After 20 years, this long-lost half-genie platforming adventure is back and ready to grant a few wishes. Do you have any, Andrew?
I mean, obviously I wish for Shantae's signature hair whip attack.
Granted, naturally, but think bigger.
Okay, how about magic dances that let me transform into different animals with unique abilities?
Bigger.
How about completely rearranging stages by shifting the foreground and background to solve puzzles and find new ways to progress?
Now you're talking. Plus, for the first time in the series, up to 4 players can duke it out on the same screen in a local multiplayer battle mode.
Wow, I didn't even wish for that one.
Embark on this once-lost revolutionary adventure when Shantae Advance, Risky Revolution, spins onto
this
Nintendo
man Donovan
Switch
said,
next year.
just go bald, bro. Oh my god. Oh, this game looks... What's this game? It looks cool. Korg Keeper. Let's go.
Drawn towards a mysterious artifact, you find yourself stranded
It's
in
great
an
to have on
ancient
Steam.
cavern full
Okay.
of relics and wonders.
Gather resources as you explore procedurally generated biomes to uncover the secrets of this long-forgotten world. There are tools to craft, crops to grow, pets to hatch, bases to build, and monsters to fight during your subterranean adventure.
No need to do it alone though, as up to 8 players can work together in online multiplayer to explore the underground. Customize your own character, assign skills, upgrade your tools and armor, and prepare to face the titans that lie in wait.
An endless cavern is ready to be explored in Core Keeper, plunging onto Nintendo Switch next summer.
All right. Summer. Next year. Let's go. Oh, Shinru! Where's Shinru at? Furries, unite! Furries, unite! This is definitely a furry game. On your tail. All right.
Ciao, sono Mauro, direttore creativo di ogni
Hello, I'm Mario.
Io sono Imma.
I'm
l'art
Ima, the art
Io
director.
sono Andrea, il
And I'm
produttore esecutivo del
Andrea,
gioco.
the game's executive
tutti noi di
producer. On
Memorable
behalf of everyone
Games.
at Memorable Games,
Non vediamo l'ora di
we can't wait
accompagnarvi
for you
in
to take an
un'indimenticabile
unforgettable sleuthing
avventura
getaway.
investigativa.
Molti di
A lot
noi
of us
cresciuti
grew
qui
up
in Italia
here in
condividono
Italy,
bellissimi
share fond
ricordi delle
memories of
vacanze
holidays
al
by
mare.
the sea.
Per un paio di magiche
For a couple of
settimane
magical
si viveva una
weeks,
vita
you
diversa.
live
Si
a different
incontravano
life,
nuovi amici, si
making new
esploravano
friends,
posti nuovi,
exploring
si
new
facevano
places, and
esperienze
doing
mai
things
provate
you've
prima.
never done before.
L'avventura di Diana
Diana's
in Tale è
adventure
ispirata
on the
a
tale
quelle
is inspired by
esperienze,
those
con un pizzico di mistero in
experiences,
più.
but with little
Speriamo che la
whatever.
visita a Borgo
We
Marina
hope you
possa
visit
darvi
whatever
quelle
brings
stesse
you the same feeling,
sensazioni di
intrigue,
intrigo
and
e
wonder.
meraviglia.
A presto!
See you soon.
A seaside mystery awaits in this narrative life sim with a little bit of sleuthing mixed in.
Oh my god, the
As
furries
the
are going
intrepid
wild.
young detective Diana explore the charming village of Borgo Marina.
They're going
Hit
wild.
the beach.
Oh my,
hang out
why
with
would...
friends, play games in the arcade, or kick back and relax with some fishing. How you spend your summer is up to you.
Isn't there a masked menace on the loose?
Shinru,
Yeah, about that.
what do you
Use your
think?
investigation and interrogation skills to get to the bottom of this mystery. Collecting clue cards along the way will help
What-
deduce who the menace behind the mask really is.
What do you think,
Play your
Shinru?
clue cards right, and you might just have a vacation you'll never forget. On Your Tail launches on Nintendo Switch. as a
Furry
timed
detective
console
sim.
exclusive next year.
She has lived in these woods, but it all
Well, it's not a farming. It just has farming in it. You can do some farming, but it's like a, what is it? It's like a dungeon, like a digging dungeon type of game.
A fairy tale world is being ravaged by the Howl, a sinister plague spread through sound alone. Only a deaf prophet can find the cure and bring back peace to this realm.
Use both your weapons and wits to progress in this turn-based tactical folktale, illustrated with a living ink art style.
You'll need to stay more than one step ahead, 6 steps in fact. Plan your moves in advance, predicting your enemy's actions as you write your own prophecy.
Plot your route carefully, find secret paths and unlock new skills, all with the goal to save the villagers from the claws and howls of the wolves.
Howl.
Howl arrives on the Nintendo Switch system later today. A free demo will
Drop.
also be available on Nintendo eShop.
Camera.
Hello, we're at Soul Line Studio. Our new game, The Starnamed Elves, is a narrative adventure puzzle game where players use photography to explore stunning sceneries.
Behind every object, painting, and photograph lies fascinating stories waiting to be discovered. To highlight the difference between reality and memories, as well as capture the fleeting essence of time itself, we chose photography as our game's theme. We wanted to use a more intimate and heartfelt interactive experience to convey the personal emotions and struggles that are buried deep within our hearts.
We hope you will look forward to playing The Starnamed Elves.
Photographs and the memories held within them tell a heartwarming story of love and understanding in this puzzle-driven narrative adventure.
As young photographer Day, use your in-game camera to take pictures of the hand-drawn world around you, solving puzzles to help uncover the truth about your mother's absence.
Overcome challenges to recreate old photographs and piece together the story. Use those snapshots to step back in time and shed new light on the moments when the pictures were taken.
Discover the beauty of The Star Named Eos, launching on Nintendo Switch next spring.
Neon White's already on Switch.
Specific question. What if expertly packing a bag made you more powerful?
Then each trip to the supermarket would make me a hero?
Exactly! Though, in the case of this roguelike deck builder, the supermarket is a perilous dungeon full of enemies to battle, allies to encounter, and treasures to find.
I still get to be a hero though, right?
Yes! Bring back the loot you find in the dungeon to help rebuild your hometown. The locals will certainly consider you a hero.
Excellent!
Collect hundreds of items with incredible powers and abilities, and organize your backpack to unleash their full potential. Find potent combinations and use each character's unique abilities to repel whatever enemies stand in your way.
Grab your magic backpack and prepare for some seriously fun inventory management in Backpack Hero, launching on Nintendo Switch later today.
Welcome to Future Osaka, a dystopian cyberpunk world where a group known as the Misa Association is charged with protecting the city from demon attacks.
Oh, what's this about?
One member heads out on this deadly assignment, But things soon take an unexpected turn.
Oh,
In
snap.
this
Okay.
2D action game, you'll wield the powerful Luminosaur, a demon transformed into a deadly
Oh!
This blade not only cuts down foes,
It's
but
like-
can also interfere with time itself.
It's like Castlevania.
It's destroyed stairs, bridges, and platforms to reach
like
new areas.
Futuristic.
You master control of your demon blade?
It's like futuristic Castlevania.
Era slashes on
Oh, that looks dope.
As a timed console exclusive next spring.
I'm definitely gonna be checking that out.
These hills are awash with stories.
Come to the sea by Beltane, he said. And I'm doing it. I'm coming. I must be off my trolley. Yes!
Velma Simulator. Super Velma.
Come to the lighthouse, Moira. Come as fast as you can.
Hi, I'm Joe, and I'm co-founder of Inkle and the creative director of A Highland Song.
And I'm Nat, lead level designer in the game. A Highland Song is all about how it feels to explore the mountains of Scotland, and it's been directly inspired by our own adventures in the wilderness.
The remote Scottish Highlands can be beautiful, but also harsh and unforgiving if you're not prepared. That balance is something we've tried to capture in the gameplay of A Highland Song, from difficult climbs to fast-paced rhythm runs.
We're excited for you to immerse yourself in the landscape we've created.
Get ready to head for the hills. We're going on a foot-tapping frolic through the Scottish Highlands.
All roads lead to the ocean in this narrative platformer, and there are a lot of different roads to take. Scale the peaks and roam the valleys, uncovering hundreds of new paths and shortcuts to reach the sea as fast as you can.
The narrative builds and adapts based on the route you take, with the sights, sounds, and characters you encounter affecting the tale.
Run, jump, climb, and scramble your way to your goal, with the sound of Scottish folk music scoring your journey. A Highland Song launches on the Nintendo Switch system December 5th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Thank you. Thank you.
Explore 100 procedurally generated islands in this creature-collecting, dungeon-crawling, deck-building life sim.
So,
Starfield.
basically all my favorites rolled into one?
Yep. You'll aim to become a world-renowned alchemist by exploring islands in the sky, collecting over 60 adorable spirits in compelling card combat across this open world. Then, when you're ready to head home, a whole community awaits to help you unwind.
Craft items, tend to your farm, brew potions, decorate your home, befriend the local villagers, and who knows, maybe you'll even fall in love.
Live your life however you choose in Moonstone Island, launching on Nintendo Switch as a timed console exclusive next spring.
Hello， 大家好，我们是双管把戏
Hello everyone, we're the developers of Death Trick Double Blind.
我是制作人糖果，我是美术
I'm Mario the writer, I'm Jenny the
我们
artist.
从高中的时候就是好朋友，
We've been best friends
而且我
since
们
high
两个
school
都是
and
各
we're
种
both
侦
fans
探
of
故事的
detective
爱好者，
genre.
所以那时候一起
Ever
制作
since
一款
then,
侦
we've
探
been
游
our
戏
dream
的
to
想
make a
法就
detective
埋
game
在了我们的脑
together.
海里。 我们希望结
We
合
wanted to
绚
combine
丽
a
梦幻的美
whimsical,
术风
colorful
格
art
以及
style
丰富多彩的
with
人物
complex,
群像
grounded
故
character
事，
stories.
所以我们就想到
And
了
that's why we
马戏
chose the
团。
setting of a
谢谢大
circus.
家，希望你
Thank
们
you
也
all,
会
and we
喜
hope
欢在生活
you'll
把戏
enjoy
中破
cracking the
案，以
case
及了
and
解这些马
discovering the
戏团人
stories
物
behind
背后
these
的故
circus
事。
characters in Death. Okay.
Come one, come all! Morgan's traveling circus is in town. Unfortunately, their star magician Hattie has gone missing in this investigative visual novel.
Enter an unlikely detective duo. One a fellow magician, the other a private eye with an unfortunate bout of amnesia. As they each investigate Hattie's disappearance, you'll need to combine each character's clues to figure out which suspects have been clowning around.
With only a limited number of actions at your disposal, you'll need to carefully decide which leads to pursue, looking out for contradictions in the evidence you acquire. Sort through your collection of clues, get to know the stories of each whimsical character you encounter, and challenge anyone you find to be deceitful.
The investigation begins when Death Trick Double Blind launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch next year. A free demo will be available on Nintendo eShop later today.
Outer Wilds, there you go. Archaeologist edition.
Exploration is key to unraveling the mysteries of this peculiar solar system.
This open-world adventure has you scouring multiple planets in search of clues, strange signals, and ancient alien text to decipher. But don't dawdle, the solar system is trapped in a time loop, and each planet changes dramatically as you explore.
Delve into an underground city before it's swallowed by sand. Dodge sky-high cyclones, and explore a planet collapsing into the black hole at its core. Find the keys to unlock the secrets of the solar system in the most hidden and dangerous of places.
Plus, unravel the deepest secret of them all in the included Echoes of the Eye expansion.
Grab your cosmic hiking gear when Outer Wilds, Archaeologist Edition, touches down on Nintendo Switch, December 7th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Probably check that game out.
A physical version will also be available next year.
Well, Amber, it looks like our time's almost up.
Almost! But before we go, let's take a look at a few more indie games coming to Nintendo Switch.
Music's lit.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed the games featured in today's showcase.
A big thank you as ever to our indie community and partners, working hard to bring their experiences to the Nintendo Switch system. Follow our official official Indie World account to stay up to date on the latest news from Indie World.
Thanks again for watching, and as always, happy gaming!
So where's Silksong? I thought Silksong was gonna be announced. I thought what happened to Silksong, guys? I thought there was gonna be Silksong announced. Sorry, I was actually scripting out another video of mine during the whole thing. Yeah, it's an indie show. There was that cool one, Blade something Chimera, and then the Shantae game. Those are the two that I'm looking forward to. Is Silksong even an indie at this point? I am confused on you guys' changing definitions of what an indie developer is. Like we've had at least 4 to 5 people all say an indie developer is something different, or ask me a question about an indie developer, like, or not weird, or make a proclamation. Resident Evil 4, an indie game. Metroid, an indie franchise. Like, it's been crazy. Like, people legitimately don't know what an indie game is at this point. That's what everyone says anytime that we have a show. Anytime there's an indie show, this is the worst indie show ever. I think there's just people that just don't like indie games, and that's fine. Or some people expect something. I don't know what people are expecting at an indie show, but those are the indie shows. They're pretty much all like that, like every single one of them. Let's see. An indie game is any game that isn't Call of Duty. Yes, any game that isn't Call of Duty is an indie game. It's any game that isn't Call of Duty. They expect Silksong. Silksong's not happening. I don't know why people are expecting. It's not going to be at an indie show. It's going to be probably announced at a separate thing, completely their own thing, where they talk about the game at this point. Big PP small studio. So yeah, I mean, but I don't know what people are actually expecting at these indie shows. Like, people are saying, oh, this is not good. It's like, what are you guys expecting? It's an indie show. They're literally all like this. Bunch of small games that you're probably not interested in, and that's that. Literally every single indie show is the same way. Indie games are games not made by big companies. A company can be big and and can make an indie game. It can be a big company and make an indie game. It's just it's based on independent. Usually, there's a spirit of an indie game that's like a small game, but I mean, a big company, like a company that's considered like big, can make an indie game. Like, you know, but it's just obviously the publisher is the most important thing. Like a publisher bankroll of how big the companies that you're attached to. Are you owned by any other bigger, like, do you have a parent company? You know, like, those are the type of things. Shinru with the membership. Thank you so much, Shinru. But before we play that, shout outs to my man Frank with the Fernand God. Hey, shout outs to Frank, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I'm once again putting on the clown mask for Silksong. Good being back on the day stream.
Shout outs, man. Thank you, Frank. Harvestella is not an indie game. Harvestella is not an indie game. That is a third-party game made by Square Enix. Or commissioned to make. I don't know who the exact development team is, but that's not an indie game. Like, I swear a lot of you guys have no idea what an indie game is. Like, at this point, at first I say it's a joke, but I'm almost positive like a good portion of you guys have no idea what an indie game is, or what makes the spirit of an indie game, or even at this point, it's too I think and it's not you guys' fault. I think it's confusing. I honestly think it's confusing. I honestly think it's confusing what an indie game is at this point at this point. Shout out to my man Frank. Thank you so much for the big $50. You're now the Hokage and Stream Ninja. Anybody does 50 or more, you can tie up Frank on the board. And let's get some points on the board as well. Let's go ahead and get you 3 points for that one, plus Shinru. So that's a 4-pointer total. Let's go. That gets us all the way to 15 on the combo count, and the combo breaker. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, Frank. Let's go, baby. And shout outs to Shinner with the gift. Appreciate that as well. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Shout outs, man. Shout outs. So yeah. I swear FF7 Rebirth is an indie game at this point. I think Silk Song will be announced to the Xbox at this point. Maybe. Patrick, is Mayonnaise an indie game? Is Mayonnaise an indie game? I know. Are people trolling? No, I think it's legitimately confusing because the lines have blurred from like what an indie game, what people think an indie game is, and what indie developers make. So an indie developer might make a game that has better graphics or look better than maybe a smaller game that a bigger company makes. So therefore people start associating those graphics or like smaller games or whatever with anything, and they just decide to not look at the publisher, not to look at like, you know, who owns the game or whatever, right? So that's what happened with Dave the Diver. Like they looked at the game looked like an indie game, so therefore they're like, oh, it's an indie game, without really, I mean, it doesn't happen very often at the Game Awards, and they just overlooked this one, but that's kind of what happens on like obviously on a casual scale. Most people don't care, you know, whatever a game, who makes the game or whatever, you know, they just see games, and if it looks like it's not like big AAA or whatever, then, oh, it must be like an indie game, right? So I think that's kind of what's happening here, why people will say, oh, well, Harvestella, that's an indie game. Oh, it's like a farm game. It's like, yeah, that sounds like an indie game. It's like, no, it's Square Enix made that game. That's not an indie game, you know? So I think that's what's happening right now, you know? I think, and that's been happening because once again, indie developers have been able to catch up, right? Indie developers can make games that look as good as smaller games from big publishers. Before it was all pixelated, all small, it was all that. So it was very clear and easy to see. And big publishers, you know, didn't make those style of games. But now in today's day, big publishers, big money corporations can make a smaller game like that or make a AA type of game. And indie developers can use modern tools and modern engines to make games that look better. So I think that's what's happening right now, why people are so confused, why there's a number of people that are confused on, you know, what is an indie game at this point or whatever. So yeah. Am I hyped for Tekken 8? No. What's up, LJ? How you doing? I'm doing good, man. How are you? Exactly. Not everyone is informed about video games these days, casual levels, or depends on the post. Exactly, Night Raven. So not everybody's informed, but like, it's like I said, like we had like no shots to Elemental, but we had somebody say like, oh yeah, is Metroid an indie game? Maybe you can show up. So it's like getting like, and once again, that's probably based off of Metroid Dread being a 2D game. So some people like just casually associate, oh well, 2D. You know, I know I probably grew up with Metroid Prime. That's 3D. So they associate like 2D games with indie, right? Some people do that. So there's varying levels, you know, of what people will associate in their brain or in their mind because they don't follow gaming like that, right? Now, I've never heard of anybody saying that Metroid's an indie game, but you guys get what I'm trying to say here, right? So yeah. Let's see. They're going to replace Dave the Diver with Baldur's Gate 3 for indie nomination. Watch. Let's see if they actually replace it. It'll be interesting if they actually replace, Baldur's Gate at all. Like, I'm not sure if they will. I'm not sure if they will replace it. But yeah. If you guys have questions, feel free to tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence or PlayerEssence by itself. The stream, we're still going to go for a bit longer. I was really only going to go for about an hour because I knew like the stream was going to be pretty short today. But yeah, we'll extend it out for however long our combo count is. So we'll extend it out as long as we can, in terms of what we hit. So if you guys have questions, feel free to tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence, PlayerEssence by itself. More than happy to answer your questions. If you're someone new or if you're someone that just came to the channel, feel free, ask me questions and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Even if I already have videos or already talked about it before, feel free to let me know. If you guys have feedback or other stuff that you guys want to see with some of my shows that I do, feel free to let me know in the chat as well. More than happy to take that feedback and talk to you guys. If you haven't seen my most recent video talking about 30 must-buy Nintendo Switch Classic RPGs, please check this video out. If you have not, or if you're leaving, please put it in your watch later list. So if you haven't seen it yet, I'd really, really appreciate if you guys check out the most recent videos, considering I take a lot of time to edit. This one took me about 10 hours plus to edit. I know it's not the longest, but it still took me a long time to edit. So please check it out if you haven't seen it. Honestly, it'd mean the world to me. So if you could put it in your watch later or watch it whenever you can, that'd be fantastic. Knowledge Seeker with the $2 says, how many days a week to work out to stay fit? Well, really, staying fit is about your mindset first and foremost. So mindset is first and foremost like the biggest thing in terms of staying fit. Eating healthy, those are things to help you stay fit. But in terms of just like exercising yourself, I mean, I would say at least every other day. So I would say 3 to 4 times a week, bare minimum, you should be doing to stay, to stay in shape. 3 to 4 times a week, at least an hour. Each of those, that would be what I would recommend. So every other day. If you want to go a little bit more intense, you can do maybe 5 days out of the week. And then of course, if you want to go super hardcore, you go 6 days out of the week, but you got to be careful. You don't want to overwork your body or anything like that. So start out slow, start out every other day, and then kind of go from there, Dave the Diver definitely has a spirit of an indie, but it's not an indie, so I mean, like, it's not an indie game. So I'm going to ask a dumb question. How much is a membership? It's not a dumb question to ask how much is a membership. That's actually a very good question. Memberships here are actually really cheap because I wanted to make sure that anybody can, be a part of the community and get emotes and all that. So memberships are only $1. So if you want to become a member, it's only $1. At the lowest tier, it goes up from there, but the lowest tier gets you pretty much all the base stuff. It gets you our Discord. It gets you our emotes. It gets the badge. All of that is all included, and then as you go up, there's other specific tiers and stuff. But thank you so much, Knowledge Seeker. Thank you for the $2, and no problem, guys. Like I said, ask away if you guys have questions about what I'm doing here or whatever, or you have questions about other games. If you want to talk about like Microsoft or Sony, if you have questions on that, Game Awards. I know a lot of you guys, were the Game Awards has been, maybe you guys missed the stream yesterday, so feel free. Let's see. Abs are made on the kitchen, not in the gym. Kinda. Yeah, pretty much. Is it possible to outrun a poor diet? For some people with good genetics, yes. Some people are just naturally more skinny, and can look better despite eating junk. But I would say for generally, no, you cannot outrun a good diet, especially the older that you get. The younger you are, yeah, if you have good genes and genetics and metabolism, you can kind of outrun a bad diet. But the older you get, the harder it is. And for some of you guys, you're just screwed anyway because of genetics, in terms of like how you metabolize your food and stuff like that. So I would say the general rule of thumb is no. You need to have a good diet and you need to also be exercising. And that's why my abs aren't as chiseled as I want them to be, because my metabolism isn't great, and my diet needs to be better. If my diet was better, I can definitely have, really good abs, but my diet definitely needs to get better, and I can have the abs that I want. Not bad, but definitely I can, I got a couple extra little pieces of fat, on my sides that I need to get rid of for sure. Hey, LJ, has Dreamcast guy sent you RoboCop yet? Yeah, he actually bought it already, but there's a little bit of a backed up on the orders for RoboCop, so it's probably not coming until next week. Do we get Silk Song? I just got on lunch break. What's up, Ninja Village? No Silk Song. That's why there's the clown emoji. No Silk Song. I blame OJ for me missing the showcase. All right. Seriously. Do I go to Streamlabs on YouTube because it says 149 on here? No. Exclamation mark member. You should just, you can click the link right there. It's not Streamlabs. It should be that link right there, and it should just show the channel memberships, and I'm pretty sure it's $1, not $1.49. YouTube takes 30% of anything that I get from them, so super chat and all that, so they'll take 30%, so it's like every month they get 30 cents and I get like 70 cents or something like that if you do like $1 membership, but they shouldn't add that cost on top of the membership. No, it's just a flat $1 for the membership. My genetics are trash. I gain weight super easy. Yeah, that's why diet's really important, Junior. And I know it's tough, but try to give yourself maybe like one cheat day, and then 5-6 days out of the week you're eating pretty clean. I highly suggest going and buying your food from like the grocery supermarket and like making your own food. Like I suggest measuring out your food as well. If you eat rice, make sure you measure out like a half cup. Don't be eating like 17 servings of it or something like that, so measure out your food. And I know that's annoying and everything, but and you have work, you probably don't want to do that, but definitely buy those like little Tupperwares like you buy like at Walmart or whatever that have like that break up your food so you don't overeat, you don't overeat. And then of course drink a lot of water and do all that, help you from there. Try not to snack, like especially late at night. Try not to snack on like potato chips and things like that, and that should help you trim off some weight pretty quickly if you just, you know, kind of stick with that. You know, if you need a snack, fruit is really good. Obviously some sugar, so just be careful with that. But I mean, if you want a fruit, nothing, you know, high on the carbs, high on the sugar, you know, like, you know, processed sugars, stuff like that. So just like saturated fats, try to keep that out at night. Early morning and night shouldn't have really any of that. Shinra with the $5.
I'm only playing that furry game if someone gifts me that. I'm down to play them, but I need combat.
Okay.
Like Dust and Alicent Tale.
Okay, yeah.
Good furry game.
Yeah.
Almost all of them these days are visual novels or life sims. Hard pass for me, dog.
I think I'm going to donate for you to play that on stream, on your stream. You guys check out Shinru's stream, but I think I'm definitely going to donate for you to play that, Shinru. So I will 1000% buy that game for you right now at this point. So when the game comes out, let me know, and we'll definitely have like a watch party, and we'll send people over to your stream, because I want to see you play that. Like, and I want to see you dress up as the furry, as like your favorite, because I know you have a furry outfit. So I want to see you dress up and play the game if you can. That'd be like the best thing. So I am 100% buying you that game, and we are 100% going to watch you play that furry game. I want you to feel comfortable in your own skin, Shinru. Thank you for the $5, bro. Thanks for the $5, bro. I appreciate you. I really do. But yes, I'm definitely going to buy that game for you, and we're going to watch you play. Let's see here. Hey, thank you so much, Just Another Artist. I appreciate that, bro. You're the GOAT. You know it's never coming to Nintendo, right? Y'all can stop waiting. No, it's definitely coming. We just don't know when. All right, Vet, you got it, Shinru. Let's go, baby. Cactus says, I made pasta sauce today using bacon, tomatoes, and onions. Ooh, sounds good. He only has the essential pieces of the suit. 2024, the rise of the furry. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am down. We've got to see the furry games. We've got to see the furry games, man. I actually don't have a suit. Oh, you don't have a fur? You've got to have some like bunny ears or something like that. You're not a real furry if you don't have some type of like mask or furry ears, or like something that you can put over your hands, like furry paws, or you got to have something that shows your dedication, like that you can wear. Like, there's no way. Y'all ever think Wind Waker for the Switch? Maybe. Wait, Persona 5 Tactical Reviews came out? Did they really come out? Persona 5 Tactical Reviews came out? I did not see that this morning. Let me see. Metacritic. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Okay, 78 so far, but only 13 reviews. What platforms has it been reviewed on? 11 on P. Oh my God, the reviews are all over the place. Okay, so there's this is crazy. So there's more than. Okay, this is the wildest that I've ever seen. So Persona 5 Tactica reviews so far, you have on PC, it has 11 reviews, an 80 average. On Xbox, there's 10 reviews for a 75 average. On Nintendo Switch, there's 13 reviews for a 78 average. And then on PS5, there's 9 reviews for a 79 average. So we're looking at probably like a 78. That's what it seems like right now, like a 78-ish, 77, 78 average here, right? 77, 78. That's what it's looking at right now. So good, solid game, nothing bad. You know, good game, good small Persona game. But yeah, it's just so spread out. But yeah, right now the lead platform in terms of reviews is the Nintendo Switch, but the highest is the PC. But Switch has the most reviews so far. No reviews on Xbox One, no reviews on PS4. So maybe I'll do a Nintendo Life gave it a 9 out of 10 though. So there's that. Games Radar Plus gave it an 8 out of 10. So I'll play it. I'll definitely check out the game. I'll definitely check it out. So yeah, not bad at all. Let's see here. Persona the Indie Darling. Yeah, Persona the Indie Darling game. The Indie Darling Persona. Let's go. Draw some whiskers and call it a day. I mean, yeah, that's true. You can just draw some whiskers, get some face paint, some whiskers. So yeah, not getting it. Persona 5 needs to do a 2D fighting game. We can move on. Dude, I think we should just move on from Persona 5 in general. I think that we should just like completely move on from Persona 5. Excuse me. Just completely just move on. Like I'm done with Persona 5. I do not want any more Persona 5 content. Will Persona 5 get another spin-off game before Persona 6? Apparently it will. The rumor is a party game is next. So yeah, that is the rumor right now, that it's a party game that's coming. So yeah, it is what I know, guys. I know, a party game. So yeah, Persona 5 kart racing. I bet Hollow Knight Silksong got hit with the COVID player. That's probably the reason why we haven't seen anything. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it, Shane. They keep selling though. They do, for the most part. My character's a dragon. I get some claws and or feet first before. Okay, yeah. So get the claws. Get the claws, Shinru. All right, take it easy, 8Job. You know, I was watching Chic Simulator anime. That one of your girlfriends really love you. I don't know what the hell that is, Khalid. Man, I got one world left in Mario RPG in a few days. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good year for Mario. Good time for Mario. Mario movie, you know, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Mario RPG. It doesn't get much better. Outside of like probably like Mario Kart, the new Mario Kart game, and new 3D Mario next year. But outside of that, it doesn't get much better. So yeah. But yo, Donovan, man, you had me dying, bro, when you said this man just needs to shave his head bald. This man's holding on for his dear life. Like, there ain't nothing wrong if you're going bald or you're thinning. Like, we've all dealt, not all of us, but we all deal with the hell. I've dealt with it. But if I ever get to the point to where all my hair is just like two sides, where it's just one small strip right here, one small strip right here. Yeah, man, it's done. Just shave it, man. There ain't no reason to keep on holding on, like, you know, holding on for dear life, dude. There's no point. I just don't understand. When I saw it, I didn't think anything of it, but then when you said it, I'm like, bro, I started thinking the same thing. I'm like, what's the point of doing what he's doing? Just at this point, he's pretty much bald. Just shave it. Like, there's no point in keeping that two like strips of hair to go. And it's not even like one of those like really good, like, you know, like one of the really good, the ones that's kind of like, you know, where it's like a good portion. It's like literally like, it's like a strip. It's like even less than what it is. It's like even less than what it is. So yeah, there was no point. There was no point in him doing that. I don't get that either. The bald style is good, man. I mean, like, when I'm older, I can't wait. When I'm older, I'm already old, but when I'm super old and I just start, I'm just gonna shave it. I'm just gonna go bald and just have a beard. Just do the bald beard combo. That's all you gotta do. Just do the bald beard and lift weights. That's all you gotta do, guys. Especially if you're tall, because I'm pretty sure some of you guys are balding and you're tall. Like, if you're balding and you're tall, don't, like, unless you're gonna do like a hair surgery or like really start doing some rigorous treatment, just shave it and just go lift weights and then just grow a beard. Just do Kratos. Like, there's no need to like sit there and hang on, you know? So yeah, man. No, I don't cut my own hair. Hell no. Although I do trim it to where it doesn't, I don't go like a roll, because like my hair grows too much right here and not so much so like right here, you know? So I do try to trim it so I don't get like the Wolverine, you know, like where it's like two pointy spikes. So I do just trim it in between, but no, I don't really like get like a whole haircut. Nah. See, I'm not even balding and I do that combo. It's good. Exactly. Yeah, the Black Wolverine, like, like, looking like Cell. Plankton. Oh yeah, definitely looking like Cell looking like Cell or Plankton, or no, not looking like Cell or looking like Wolverine at some point. Anytime I try to cut when I'm cutting my shaving, I'm like Bubba. Gotta cut my hair, Bubba. Shout outs to Buster 5 with the shooting tier pledge. Thank you so much, Buster 5. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Squad, my boy. Or Bubba. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Squad, Bubba. Let's go, man. Appreciate that. Cut the hair, Bubba. Oh my God. Shout out to my man Buster 5. Welcome back to the Pure Eye Boys, baby. Pure Eyes. Let's go. Thank you. I appreciate that, my man. Thank you so much. Can't wait to play the Super Mario RPG remake launching this Friday, player. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Shane. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be picking up I'll be getting a review copy, but I'll be buying a physical copy myself as well. So I thought it was a pretty good indie world. It was okay. There was that one game. I like the Blade Chimera and I like the Shantae game. Those are the two games that I liked. You guys give some love to Buster 5. Every single time that you guys think about X-Men, you're gonna think about me shaving my head, me shaving the Wolverine spikes that I had, you know. Those dudes have to go to come to a barbershop with barely any hair up there, let it go. Yeah, exactly. I mean, at this point, I don't think he don't even really be like going to like the barber shop at that point. I don't even know what people do like when they, you know, I don't even know. So yeah, it's funny. It's definitely funny for sure. But it is what it is. So yeah, but it's all good. I gotta look at this take. This is from Derek Strickland, who's I think Tweaktown editor. He's like, in my opinion, Starfield should take Super Mario Bros. Wonder's place on the Game of the Year list. The more I play the game and look at Starfield's influences, the more it feels unique it feels to me. Its somber, lonely jaunt into the childhood dreams of a developer who grew up in the late 60s and early 70s. That is not the reason why a game is Game of the Year, bro. Because you have some type of jaunt childhood dreams of developers that grew up in the 60s and 70s. That does not make a game Game of the Year. I'm so sick. Listen, bro. I'm so sick and tired of people trying to sit there and say this doesn't deserve Game of the Year. Like this highly polished, really cool, really creative, inventive game doesn't deserve Game of the Year because I have some type of emotional wet dream over a video game. Like, this is so silly. No, Starfield does not deserve to be Game of the Year over Wonder. No, there's too many design flaws. It does not deserve to be Game of the Year. It did not review anywhere near as high. And those developers that made Super Mario Bros. Wonder also grew up back in the day too and have a bunch of old school ideas with new developers. So it's literally a dream team, a tag team of old school and new school design put together to make one of the best 2D Mario games. That's why I hate when some of these people out here, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, you got to use Metacritic at least a little bit or something to be at least somewhat objective and not completely based off of just your own opinion. Like, nobody gives a damn about your wet dream of 60s and developers from the 60s and 70s. Like, it's ridiculous, bro. Like, I just find it funny, you know? I just find it real funny. Nah, I disagree. Starfield, nah. Starfield just has too many flaws. It's simply just more fun. Let's see. Wolverine and Vegeta are the only characters that make a receding hairline look cool. But Vegeta's hairline ain't even really receding. It's just the M. You know, it's just so it's not even really a receding hairline. That's just how he was born. Because I seen dudes with Vegeta. Like they were born with Vegeta hairlines, you know? Listen, man, I love Starfield. It's my personal game of the year list, but it ain't lying to myself. All the nominations TGAs are game of the year are way higher the quality than Starfield. Yeah, like you can have your own personal game of the year list or whatever the case is, but like you don't got to sit here and try to cap and say Mario Wonder don't deserve game of the year when it does a bunch of new and exciting and cool things for Mario as well. Like I get it. Like if Nintendo nominated, like let's just say they put out another New Super Mario Bros. Game, like New Super Mario Bros. 3, and it's the same as New Super Mario Bros. 2 and the same as New Super Mario Bros. U and the same as New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and that same style without the new animations, without the badges, and without all the cool stuff, and they just made a couple new power-ups and the same dusty, crusty levels that they've been using for a while. Like if they did that, then I'd 100% agree. Even if it got good reviews, let's just say New Super Mario Bros. 3 got like an 88, right? If they said okay, I want to replace it with Starfield, I'd be like, all right, yeah, like I could understand that. It's the same type of deal, right? And like we've been getting that, but it's not. It's a completely, cool, different, innovative experience for 2D Mario. So I don't understand why Starfield should have worked on its stuff. It should have worked. Should have made a better game. Should have made a better game. It should have been better. And if it was better, then it would have got nominated, but it wasn't. So yeah, that's kind of how it goes, man. Thousand Planets was a recipe for disaster. Yeah. Yeah. No vehicles. I mean, nah, man. I don't know. I like the music more. I don't think the music is like incredible in Mario Wonder, but I like the music a lot more in Mario Wonder than in New Super Mario Bros. I think the music is better than New Super Mario Bros. Music. What were the flaws? There's loading screens all over the place. Like there's hella loading screens. I think that the space combat it can be fun, but it gets boring very quickly. Like I don't think it's that great. Like I had more fun playing Star Fox on the N64. So I had more fun with Star Fox on the N64 and like Star Fox Assault, like doing like legit. And I'm not even trying to like joke around. Like I think Star Fox 64 has more fun space battles. I think I had more fun playing Star Fox 64, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I mean, it's okay, but it just throws way too many ideas into the pot. And I don't think it really defines itself in any type of way. Like, I don't like how the fact that, like, every single individual thing, you have to look at every single little thing, and every single little thing has value. You have to pick up. You don't have to, but it's like, the economy in the game is super weird. It's like, nobody ever has any money. So if you're trying to sell stuff, it's freaking whack. You gotta wait a long time. There's no city maps. Like, if you go into, like, a city, like, there's no freaking map. There's no damn map of the city. Like, you're playing it, like, you just gotta remember where everything is. Like, there's no city map. Like, there's just a lot of annoying things with the game. Obviously 60 frames per second isn't the be all end all, and I'm not even sitting there and knocking it that much for it, but you know, if you're playing it on console, it doesn't have that. But really the loading times, the awkward space combat at times, the encumberment system, like where you're still getting encumbered and you can't just carry, like imagine in like Tears of the Kingdom or something like that, or in some of these games like where you can't just have all sorts of resources, right? Like I get it if it's like certain weapons and all that, but it's like you have this much weight, you pick up like an apple, all of a sudden you're encumbered. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that it's just whack how they do that. So I don't know, man. There's a number of things, but it is what it is, man. Those are more arcadey space battles, but I see what you mean. Yeah, like the space battling is like, I bet it can be fun if you get really in depth into it. And admittedly, I didn't play the game long enough to even really get into like the space battling, but I just didn't feel like going through all the hoops and hurdles to do the space battling. There's too much. You ever heard too many cooks can spoil the food or the broth or whatever it's called? That's what Starfield feels like. It feels like everybody wanted to get everything into the game, and like they didn't worry about the fundamentals of the game. Like there's just too much in the game, and it ends up just tasting like a million different foods and nothing actually distinct and good, you know? Like I think the game's okay, but I probably need to put more time into it. I think I put 15, 20 hours plus into it, but it just got crusty. It just got, like I said, too many loading times, too much. It's too jarring. But it's fine. It's still a good game, and I can like playing the game. I can understand why people really love the game and why people really think that the game is like awesome or incredible. Like I get it, you know, 100% get it. 100% get it. Yeah, Starfield. Can you play Castle theme from Wonder? Yeah, I can play it for you. I 100% get that. Dude, where the hell is the... I don't know where the hell the castle theme is. The stuff doesn't come up very easily. All right, here we go. Found it. I like a lot of ship customization and management, which can affect how approach space battles, but immediately it's not very user-friendly game. Yeah, like I said, like guys like you, Dawson, that really love to tinker with every single little part of your spaceship and fly out there and say, oh, now I have 50% more hull capacity, and my flux capacitor can generate 17% more electricity, and I can now do a super boost, you know, extra portal jump, whatever. Like, oh, the people that are really into like that type of stuff. But I got into that, man. I was looking like, bro, what is all this? What is all this nonsense? You know, like it just, to me, it was just too, it was, I scrubbed out, man. I scrubbed out on the game. Oh, I'll keep it a buck. I scrubbed out, Dawson. Like I didn't spend the time that I needed to spend to truly make it like, okay, I can make it lit. You know, I just scrubbed out, you know. I did. I'll be honest, man. It probably could have been fun for me, but I just, nah, man. I wasn't willing to sit there and take all that time. Plus, the AI is kind of trash, bro. Like, I remember there was like a door where the guy was like, the guy was like, you can't get into here. At the beginning of the game, he's like, you can't get into here. You know, like it's restricted because I had to go like get something like some hot cargo for this one lady at a bar. You know, this is the beginning of the game, like one of the first planets you land on. He's like, you can't get into here. It's restricted. And he's like guarding it. And then I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm trying to figure out ways to maybe kill him and nobody look, but everyone's always looking. Then legit, no joke, I just went to the keypad, hacked the keypad while the guy was standing right there, walked right in, grabbed everything that I needed, and walked out. And the guy said nothing. The guy said nothing. He just watched me do it all. I'm like, oh. Okay. So yeah. What's a better game, FF6 or Chrono Trigger? I like Chrono Trigger more. I just hope you're well. Loving Star Ocean 2 remake right now. Much love. Hey, shout out to Bradford. Yes, sir. ADD right out of the experience. Yeah, exactly. I just scrubbed out, man. Let's see. Check your DMs on Twitter. They doing TGA's, the Game Awards in Fortnite. I don't know what that means, so let me see. For the first time ever, the Game Awards is live in Fortnite. Oh, okay. So you can go into Fortnite and then do like Jeff Keighley.
I'm Jeff Keighley, and welcome to the Game Awards in Fortnite. For the first time, your votes will help us pick the best Fortnite island of the year. So grab your friends, discover this year's nominees, and make history by voting for your favorite Fortnite experience. While you're here, collect all the trophies for an XP boost. Celebrate the best in gaming and the best Fortnite islands with the Game Awards in Fortnite. And the best Fortnite island of the year is...
Jeff Keighley's at the top of the video game mountain. He's in Fortnite this year. Let me tell you something right now, bro. Like, so So yeah, it is what it is. Just threw up in your mouth. Yeah, the fast travel system in the game is trash. The UI is kind of trash as well. Yeah, the UI is kind of garbage. So yeah, there's also that too. So yeah, there's a number of things, man. Number of things that are just not so great, but it is what it is. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up there, guys. I went a bit extra for you. Thank you so much. I was only planning on doing an hour. I ended up doing an hour, 2 hours. So we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. I'm gonna go work on some content for you guys because I don't have anything planned. I might have a video today talking about Persona 5 Tactica, discussing the reviews and stuff with that. So look out for that. If you have not seen my most recent video talking about 30 big must-buy Nintendo Switch Classic JRPGs, please make sure you check it out. I'm gonna link it for you guys in the chat. Big shout outs to Mr. Frank R. Welcome back, my man. Thank you for the big $50. Thank you so much. Shout outs to Shinru. Shout outs to Knowledge Seeker. All of you guys that supported, subscribed. Jeffrey Tucker, J2 Blue, Nin as well. Big donations from Nin, Pro L, Chuck D as well, Michelle. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. Appreciate you guys so much. So thank you guys for your support. And check out my most recent video. Like I said, if you've already seen that one, check out some of the other videos that I've done as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being awesome. And yeah, we'll see you guys. We might not stream tomorrow, so we'll see. So yeah, we'll just see. I'm gonna work on some content for you guys though. So all right, guys, peace. Love y'alls.